Namaste and welcome. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Vishaka Manik, who is an entrepreneurial businesswoman in the healthcare area and a clinical registered nurse. She is a long-time volunteer for Ekal Vidyalaya. In addition to working with Ekal, she has served on several local charities. She has led many charitable concerts, Seva for the homeless, and providing fresh meals for the homeless during the pandemic. At Ekal, currently, she serves as the Midwest Regional President. Vishaka ji, welcome. What an honor it is to have you here. Namaste.
Thank you, Ranjini ji. Namaskar to you and everyone who's watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishaka ji. It is such an honor to interview you because I have seen your passion for Ekal, not just yours, your entire family, who comes together to, of course, provide funds, but more importantly, give your time to really, not only to further Ekal's mission, I should say. So really, what motivated you to become a volunteer for Ekal?
The very first time, many years ago, more than 20 years ago, we went to a concert, which was Ekal concert. It was a small, maybe 30 people attended. And it was a very eye-opening thing when they did the presentation as to what Ekal was. The mission was $1 a day, which is still today. That is what we still preach, $1 a day, $365 a year to educate. Primarily, the mission was back then, it was to educate the children of the rural villages of India. And that is a very important and a fundamental right to all children. So I was very, I got very caught in that mission. I thought that was a really good mission. My husband actually started to volunteer for Ekal first, and I got drawn in. And we both passionately, volunteer for Ekal, including my children. They've been to many concerts. They've helped out with many concerts in the past, to the point where my daughter in high school held a mehndi and a bindi thing for their school, like a fete, when they have a fete. And she raised $365 and she donated it to one school. So we are a family of Ekal, as you said, rightly. So thank you. And we love working for Ekal, and my passion is Ekal first. Everything else second.
We have seen that in action, Vishaka ji, always. Now, you are the regional president for the Midwest region. Could you tell us a little bit about the the volunteers and the activities of the Midwest region and how it has supported Ekal?
So I will tell you, the volunteers are amazing. We have in the Midwest region, we have 8 chapters, 8 cities. We used to have 9, but Toledo, but that unfortunately was a little, inactive because the president passed away and we were not able to replace the president. But we still have very dynamic 8 cities within the region, and we are doing our best. The region is, we started off with small events, and it's, as you know, it's a grassroots organization. Ekal is a grassroots organization. So it comes from bottom up. So any volunteer, any amount of money is all good. Everyone feels equal. So we want them to feel equal when they donate. People can donate 1 school, people can donate 5 schools, people can donate 10 schools. They are all equal. They all feel good that they're helping these children to be uplifted in the rural areas of Bharat. Basically, that has been how the organization has going on in the Midwest. I cannot tell about other regions. Going from small events, fundraising events, to a little bit bigger events. The turning point came when in 2010, we got a star artist, which Midwest championed. We had a person from the Midwest who was the chairperson of the event committee, and she invited this star person to perform for Ekal. Now, this was a huge turning point because this lady was a Saregama winner. And we championed it from a small church hall into a huge auditorium, and we were afraid, kaise jayega, what is going to happen? Yeah. And we said, no, we have to do this. Lo and behold, we had 700 to 1,000 people within all cities. Wow. And that was a huge turning point for Midwest. I think subsequently for the rest of the nation too. We raised a lot of funds that year. We had the same person in 2013, which we raised funds for. In fact, we were turning back people because we didn't have enough space in the auditoriums. The Midwest region has, if you graphically look at it, it has gone up and up and up until we hit 2020, which was the pandemic year. Of course. Unfortunately, the Kalakars were supposed to come, and we were looking forward to the Kalakars coming to perform in every city. Yeah. And we were very prepared, but the pandemic struck. Yeah. The Kalakars were sent home, and we had nothing going on, and we were very stressed. I had communicated with all the chapter presidents day in, day out. I could not understand what to do because we were in a shutdown. The whole, literally everyone was in a shutdown. Right. So then I decided we need to do a virtual concert. Yeah. Which we had never ever done that before. Right. So the Midwest championed the very first virtual of Ekal in 2020. It was challenging because it was never done. So we worked with the IT department in Ekal and to bring this virtual. So, and we finally did it. We were not allowed to call it a fundraising event because we didn't know how that would go. We called it an awareness event. And subsequently, we raised up to 200,000 in that event. So we are very proud to say that we made an impact for Ekal. And subsequently, the whole nation had not only the whole nation had the virtuals, but we even extended it to the global. Australia had virtuals, Canada had virtuals, Bharat had virtuals. So we're very proud that that was a huge contribution that we sparked off into Ekal. And, we're very happy that this is happening.
You are a very pioneering group, I think, at the Midwest. I mean, not only did you bring, the concerts, I know many of your volunteers are also very actively involved in actually at the ground level, I mean, or at least giving some direction to the big initiatives, which includes the Ekal Arogya and the Ekal Gramothan. So really, you guys are amazing. And I remember that first virtual concert, by the way, and you were wondering how it is going to go.
Yes, fingers crossed.
And here it is, it has become a new normal now. And even now, people are continuing to do that. So that's really fantastic. So actually, I wanted to ask you that, right? Like, so you are not from India. You are a third generation, I think, we have immigrated 3 generations ago. You come, I think, via Africa via England to the United States. And I think, as far as I know, I think you have visited India just once very briefly, and your family has not even visited India. And yet you give such passionate support to a cause that is really focused on development of India. Why is that? And what message do you have to others who might be second generation here?
That's very true. Thank you for recognizing that, Ranjaniji. We are definitely, we are third generation. Our children are fourth generation out of Bharat. But we feel that, Africa is where I was born. That is my Janmabhoomi. And we live in USA. This is our Karma Bhumi, and our Dharma Bhumi is Bharat. So we need to give back. We give back here, we've given back to Africa. So, we want to give back to our Dharma Bhumi because, the Vedic culture needs to be revived. The Vedic culture from Bharat, the spiritual culture, the second, third generations that we will have in this country, I don't think they will go and live in Bharat, but if there's a connection, there is a spiritual connection. And we have to make sure that our children understand that spiritual connection. If we want to continue to have Bharat, upliftment of Bharat, we need to educate the rural children of Bharat. If we educate the rural children of Bharat, it will uplift the whole family, it will uplift the whole village, and in return, it will uplift Bharat, which is the spiritual hub of the universe. It is the spiritual hub of the universe, as I said.
Wow.
So that is my philosophy behind this. And we do it very passionately. And the goal is now to visit Bharat and visit a few schools in the future.
Sure. I mean, it's amazing for the number of years you've been involved without visiting, and that, I think one of the very key things you brought out is the spirituality in Bharat. And I think, Indian Americans succeed in America today, I think because of that spiritual heritage, whether we know it or not, whether people have been, brought up with full awareness of it or not, but it is that heritage that makes us who that we are. And yes. I think in these strange times, I think more than ever, spirituality is needed. And absolutely. I think what you said is to keep that Dharma Bhumi doing well. And that can happen only with Ekal doing well, because the rural villages need to do well. So exactly. Beautiful. Thank you, Vishaka ji, for that comment. So what message do you have for others watching this today?
So the mission of Ekal has changed over the years. It used to be just education for the children in rural villages. Now is a holistic upliftment. It is the holistic development of all the villages. And so I would say, Ekal is a beautiful, wonderful NGO to donate to. It is for the upliftment of not just the child, but the whole family, as I said, the whole village and the whole of Bharat, leading to the upliftment of the whole universe. I mean, Bharat is going to be, a superpower one day. And I'm sorry if I get very passionate about this. So I feel that, we need to do this for Ekal. We need to do it through Ekal, and Ekal is here to stay. And we are going to do it through Ekal and uplift everybody through Ekal. The other thing is that because of the COVID situation, because of all these, virtuals and everything else that have been going on, our grassroots organization has been impacted. Yeah. We have lost volunteers, we have lost donors, not only because, because of they don't want to donate, is because they can't. Some people have lost jobs, some people have lost family members. It's been a very difficult past 2 years. So the goal now is to rebuild the grassroots organization within Midwest. We are working on that. We are working on getting back our volunteers, getting back our donors, the small donors. We have large donors. We have a lot of large donors who can donate lots of money, but the feeling for a person to donate $365, which is one school, is immeasurable. Yeah. They feel like they're giving back. Yeah. And they feel good. It's a karma that they're doing, and that they feel that they're doing their duty. So we want to help with that too. So we are working on reviving the grassroots organization within Midwest. And that is what is happening right now.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Beautiful comments you made that, at Ekal, just $1 a day can actually make an impact. And everybody has $1 to spare, that's the case. And I think what you're saying, that it's a grassroots organization, and no matter what your capacity to give, you can make a difference. And it's all about just giving, just connecting. And I think that is fantastic. And the point about the Dharma Bhumi, and also the point about, the fact India is the largest democracy, and, we staying in the oldest democracy, I think we should definitely support each other. And I think that can be only for the benefit of the world at large. So thank you, Vishaka ji. I look forward to seeing the new innovative things that Midwest will come up with. Oh, you've already done so many wonderful initiatives. So we look forward to seeing the Midwest region growing under your leadership as Ekal marches towards bringing holistic development to 100,000 remote rural villages. Thank you so much, Vishaka ji. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Ranjani, for your time and for this interview. I really appreciate this. And I hope I have given you some information that will help with my region and marching forward with that. Thank you. Namaskar.
Surely. Mangalam Shubham.
Mangalam Shubham.